Okay, guys. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Deja, and I'm back at it again with another video. As you can see, ain't nobody here with me. As you have read by the title, you already know we're going to do episode 6 today. And then we're probably going to do episode 7 as well. So if you see me in the same outfit, whatever. I have on my sunglasses inside the house because this bright ring light is going to blind me if I don't. What else? Whew. I just ran because I had to get some lotion. And then my whole camera fell. So I had to run, make sure that one's broken. But everything's good, fine and dandy. Oh, okay. Let me get back in my spot. All right. So back to what I was saying. Got the notebook. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be stingy. It's free. Sorry. I'm just playing, but for real. Like, comment, subscribe. Support your girl's channel. So now we are going to be doing episode 6, season 1. That means there's 2 more episodes before we can move on to season 2. So make sure y'all like it. Make sure y'all watching because, of course, I'm not posting episode 7 or 8 until they both hitting over 200 views. 200 views is not a lot, and y'all been hitting it in at least 7 days. I've been able to post a video every 7 days, so I like that. 200, I'm probably going to up it. During season 2, I'm probably going to do like 500 views or maybe 400 views. I don't know, because y'all getting 200 views very fast. So it's like, okay, hold on. Y'all like this. Y'all like this. But before I just keep rattling and talking for the whole video, let me get into what y'all came here for. So as you already know, Alice in Borderland on Netflix. That's what I've been watching. I have 2 more episodes left of season 1. And then I'm on to season 2. Season 2 came out last year, December. So we're not that far behind. So the little summary that Netflix gives us is Chishaya recruits Arisu and Usagi to help him change the status quo. An unforeseen event rocks the fragile power dynamics of the beach. So when I first read that, I'm like, that don't really give a good, summary because, sorry guys, that doesn't really give a good summary because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what that means. I just know that Chishaya and Arisu and Usagi are teaming up. Can't forget the Kool-Aid, y'all. All right, so the beginning of the episode starts with the Hatter quoting Gandhi by saying, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Stop right there, y'all. So what y'all think about that? I love that quote, honestly, because if you don't want no change in the world, then, it's like, if you do want a change in the world, it's kind of like, well, you got to set that example. It's kind of like being a model, a role model, an influencer, things like that. So I like that quote. What y'all think about that quote? Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it too. And what's next? I said I loved it for real. It was super powerful. I like writing my little commentary because when I watch it, I really be like, yup, yup, just crazy. But so then I was like, uh-oh, I feel sort of uneasy because is betrayal in the air? Was that a secret box of cards he's keeping to himself? Or is that the cards they've collected together at the beach? Because the Hatter was sitting at a desk and he had a box of cards. And I'm like, what is that? Them look like the cards that they're collecting. Because remember, previous episodes, the Hatter said we have to collect all cards. And that's how we clear the game. So seeing the Hatter with those cards is kind of like, what you thinking? What you got up your sleeve, buddy? What you about to do? So I kind of felt like uneasy. I'm sorry, y'all. That is so gross. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, guys. I've been really very congested lately. All right, so then I just put, I think it may just be all the cards. I'm not sure. So then Arisu is waken up by Usagi. She walks into his room. He's still sleeping. She opens up his blinds. The sun blares in at him, and he's kind of like, ooh. So she's like, are you hungover? What's going on? And basically telling him that it's time for them to start finding information and trying to find out, what's going on. So then you just see a whole lot of clips of how all the players feel while they're at the party. Irisu's talking to people, Usagi's talking to people, and they're just trying to find information. So then after that, they both meet back up together, and they didn't have enough info, so they both said that they were going to plan to go back and look for some more. And Usagi said, I'm going to go to the annex and find some food and then find some information. So Irisu, while he's out looking for information, he hears gunshots. So then he goes over to peek and be nosy, of course. So he going over there to be nosy, and he sees 3 people leave an area near the dumpster. And of course, he's going to go near the dumpster to be even more nosy and peek inside. So the dumpster was full of bodies, dead bodies too. So I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. And then Irisu acting like he ain't seen, dead people before, because he was very like, oh my God. So Shiseiya comes over and was basically like, yeah, that's what it looks like, death to traitors or whatever. So then Irisu heads up to the roof with Shiseiya and Quina to talk. And so Hirasu basically says, well, not Hirasu, Shiseiya basically says, what would you do differently if I told you things could end up differently? And he was talking to Irisu. So Shiseiya was basically planning to steal all the playing cards. So I basically said, that must be the box that I saw in the beginning. So I was like, okay, it was, and he's going to use Irisu to get it. So there's another game, but it's the Hatter's game. So let's see how he does. Irisu goes with Usagi to a meeting. It doesn't show us what happens, so that's why it kind of sounds like I'm jumping around. But it doesn't really show us like what happens to the Hatter at that moment during his game. It just shows him going into the game, him getting dropped off by his people, and then it switches clips. So it then is Irisu and Usagi walking down the hallway, and he's going into a meeting with Shiseiya, and Usagi can't go inside. So I just knew by her facial expression, I'm like, okay, maybe she felt a little type of way, because I would have felt some type of way a little bit, at least a little bit. So, but what could or would you guys do at that moment? Like, if you're not allowed to go inside, or they're hinting like, oh, you can't be in here, or oh, just Irisu's allowed, what would y'all do? I mean, I guess I don't have no choice. I would just wait there. Unless they said I couldn't wait there, then I would go back to my room, I guess. I don't know. And then we chop it up later. I don't know. But I mean, yeah. So, drop it down in the comments what y'all would have did. And then after that, Irisu is brought into a room where the Hatter is dead on the table. Drops mic. Like, what? So, the Hatter has passed away. And I guess he couldn't clear his game. So, I'm like, uh-oh, one of the militant corps wants to be number 2. Because when number 1 dies, number 2 becomes number 1. There's another person who's already in line to be number 1. But he wasn't being strong. He was actually being a little weakling, because nobody wanted Iguni to be the leader. But once they start holding up their guns and stuff, they didn't have a choice. And then they took a vote with a gun in their face like, oh, so what's your answer? Oh, do you want him to be the leader? So they basically went around, and everybody was forced basically to nominate Iguni as the leader. So that's how he became the leader. So then Irisu, Usagi, Shiseiya, and Quina all are in a room talking, and they're talking about how they're going to try to steal the cards. So, okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. They know that there's a lockbox, and Shiseiya is basically telling Irisu, oh, I know the code. I know that the numbers on the ring are the same numbers to open up the box. You just got to find the safe, blase, 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 blah. But little did Irisu know that Shiseiya is using him for bait, because he doesn't know if there's 2 lockboxes or what. So While Iguni is making his speech to everybody in the at the beach and letting them know the Hatter has died and things like that, Irasu and Usagi are looking for the black box with the cards that are supposed to be inside the safe, the black box, whatever. So Chishaya basically says, oh, the ring is the code. But when Irasu puts the code into the lockbox that he finds in the closet, it was wrong. And it started going off. And all the militant core people came. And Irasu's caught. And he got beat really, really bad. Like, they beat him until he, like, passed out. Well, not they. One of the militant core's persons. The one who always carrying the gun around. I forgot his name. But if I find his picture, I'm going to put it right here. Because, you know, I'm good for finding any pictures after the fact. But, so I was like, I am so confused. I thought Chishaya was on his side. But I was like, everybody usually for themselves anyway, so you can't really be trusting people anyway. So that was Irasu's bad for trusting anyways. But now Irasu is tied to the chair. And I don't mean just tied to the chair like his hands and his legs. No. They tied his arms back. They tied his head, like no eyes. The only thing that was showing on his face is like his nose so he could breathe. His mouth is covered. His eyes are covered. I'm like, dang, forget his hair, because his hair is just going to be ripped off when they take that duct tape off. Then they taped his legs together. They taped the arms. His whole body was taped. Like, there was no way he was like maneuvering out of that. So, what's next? Sorry. So, they also said your visa expires tomorrow. So we're just going to have you sitting here like a sitting duck. So Chishaya, it then clicks, like, you know, it just bounces from clip to clip. So continue. Just keep on, guys. Keep on. Like, keep up, I should say. So then Chishaya believes that it's a drawing because that lockbox was wrong. So he was right. The painting on the wall with the little moose, I believe it's a moose. Or it's a moose. It can't be a reindeer. Them shits is too tall. A moose. And behind it is the box. So Chishaya is able to open it and steals the cards. Drops Mike again. So Usagi is now captured. He's telling her how there are no laws. Usagi got captured by one of the guys in the militant crew, and he just brought some, you know, little flunkies or whatever with him. And I didn't like this part at all because it was like, you serious? You serious? Because one of them was a girl. So Usagi is captured. They bring her to this room. There's 4 people around her, 5 people around her, and 4 of them are holding her down. So one has this arm, one has this arm, one has this leg, one has that leg, and then someone's on top of her. And so the one who is on top of her is basically saying to her like, oh, there's no laws where we are, and his people are basically holding her down. So he begins to lick her legs, her stomach, tries to kiss her. And when he tries to kiss her, that's when she bit him. And he ended up punching her like she was a dude, punching her twice before the lights like kind of shut off. And then a bright light came from the television. So that's when like everybody just started looking away. And, you know, she basically was not free yet, but everybody's like, oh, what's going on? What's about to happen? So as that's going on, Queena is starting to feel bad for Irasu, and she's talking to Chishaya, and she's just smoking her little cigarette, vape, whatever it is. She always smoking it. It looks pretty orange, so I don't know what it is. But so they was just talking. Chishaya told her that he has the box, obviously, and they were about to walk around like they usually do. But Chishaya noticed that he just felt, I guess he had a vibe or his gut feeling. So he threw like his, he didn't throw this. He threw like his little card he had through the way they were about to walk, and it got lasered. So that's when they realized that there was a border around the beach and everyone is part of the next game. And there was a total of 58 people there. So the beach is now a game arena, and the type of game was a 10 of hearts. So Irasu's still trapped, but everybody is on their way to get a phone. I'm confused because it don't make no sense. And then this is how it started. Everybody's going to get their phones, and a witch hunt. That's the type of game they're going to play. So there's a lady on the floor laying there. They all didn't even realize she was laying there. I don't know when they put her body there for nobody to notice. But there's a lady on the floor who's dead, and she got a knife in her chest, and they have to find out who killed her and burn the killer in the fire outside. Crazy. And then they have 2 hours to clear the game. Irisu didn't get freed, so I don't know if he's in the game or not. But I don't think so. I'm dingy because everybody in the border is in the game. Doesn't matter if you're tied up, nothing. You in that little border, you're in the game. So I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that down, because obviously he's in the game. He's at the beach. He's in that building. But I said, wow, the episode ends here. No fun. But 2 more episodes in season 1. All right, y'all. Y'all know what that means. That is the end of this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. And you'll see this video very soon. Get this video to 300 likes. Nah. Get this video to 300 views and 100 likes. That's how we about to do this one. Yeah. All right, y'all. Bye.